And who make warriors, and welcome back to another episode of BattleTech Advanced 3062 as we continue our one-year celebration of BattleTech Advanced 3062. And last time we picked up a brand new Blackjack BJ3 and we ran into the Zeus that I submitted for a design contest a little while ago, which was rather hilarious. Give small damage and heat gem buff, but not the heat loss. Nice. Alright, so we're going to show up here, we're going to blow up the facility, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Already in range of the enemy, I see. Reserve! Gonna drop down to the bottom. We need to get some training in on Greybeard so he can actually be a little bit more accurate with his mech, because right now he's not exactly good at that. Oh, it's another Hunchback 5 PA. He has an LB-20X, which is a nice gun. At least I think he has an LB-20X. What do you got? Oh no, you're a terrible periphery one with the jury-rigged XL, aren't you? Yes, you are. I had you confused with a much better mech. Okay, long-range missiles on the Enforcer. Not able to connect a notch, so we're feeling pretty good about that. And I don't think they're going to be able to light the terrain around me on fire just yet. So I feel reasonably confident about just continuing reserve. But we've got 1 on 5, nothing on 4 just yet. I don't think you've moved, though. Can't imagine you haven't gone by now.
Sure, I'll just sit here and think.
So our heavy's on 5. Could be a turret.
Standing by.
Where is Greybeard? Greybeard, get me a scouting report. That's what these lambs are good for. The Hunchback and an Assassin SB? Yeah, that's pretty awful. So I'm not all that worried about you. You've got large chem lasers, which couldn't be dangerous in the right set of circumstances. Again, not all that worried, so please enjoy a free meal. Apparently, only hitting 1 shot. Hunchy is such a terrible mech when we just murdered. Well, I ain't exactly interested on taking the darn thing alive, so yes. Yes, we're interested in murdering it.
On my way, double time.
Both of these mechs are absolute trash, actually, which is a little disappointing. Lasers and missiles, but mostly lasers. Forgot to thank you for no problem. I figured you'd enjoy it. Pyro, let's get you up on the mountain. High on the mountaintops.
Affirmative.
We'll look down and rain down, well, destruction. Good hit, good hit. Okay, so we've opened up his arm and we've damaged his leg.
Did some heavy damage.
The league should actually be able to sort of swoop in and just sort of annihilate with all kinds of hilarious combat. And yes, I'll take the 1 extra tile of movement. Put the sucker to cluster to a slug.
Copy that.
Alright, so we've got him over the threshold. Talik might actually be able to knock him over on this round of shooting, which is kind of the plan. Because that is just hilarious. Probably end up switching over to dumbfires because I don't want to fire my own ones. Should a word we all hear up to. What's your accuracy? I don't want to lose 10%. Misses. Let's see if Talik can pull this one off. Well, there is his right arm entirely, and the crit. Talik just killed it. You know what? Talik was unable to overwhelm his stability and knock him down. He destroyed the mech. And he destroyed the mech perfectly as well, because he didn't actually kill the mech, he only blew out the engine, as referenced by the 5 salvageable parts that we just got our hands on. So good job, Talik. That was about the best possible outcome. And some long-range shots.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Good hit. Love it. I would rather destroy the mech.
I'm on the clock.
In a manner of speaking, you destroyed it. Alright, let's reserve.
Sure,
So we know somebody's up on 5, he's somewhere over here. I hope it's not a turret, I do hope that it's a cool mech on 5. So we're just gonna have a company of hunchies. Yeah, that seems to happen to us a lot, unfortunately. Hunchbacks are very common, Shadowhawks are fairly common, quick draws are fairly common. Where do you think you're going? I could shoot you. I wouldn't be accurate, but I could shoot you. I want you to know that. I'm instead gonna lay a sensor lock down on top of you to make it easier for other people to kill you. Yep, incoming missile barrage on my Kit Fox. No connections. That's what we've got. I think, unfortunately, it's a tank. So my pure speculation has it a tank.
Commander?
If you just fired from here, you wouldn't be able to see the target, so don't just fire from there. Move slightly. 20%, but it's on the back. Yeah, let it rip. You might get lucky. Yeah, like that. Structure exposed. E-cooling. Mostly damaged.
Scored a critical hit.
Might be a good shot for shotgun bait. Yeah. That carrier. We need to get Yolando's enforcer involved. He sees the target. And the bird shot.
Got it.
Oh, good hits with that. Still wasn't quite able to kill it. I was really kind of hoping.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Feeling stressed from that. Neutron Stars, jeez. Please, no.
Yes, Commander.
Yes, no. Sitting still, and 30%. Do you want to be a hero? He wanted to be a hero. And there's not a whole heck of a lot of stuff on that mech anyway, because it had 2 medium lasers and an LRM-5. So it's not exactly cluttering up the loot pool now.
Got something you want done?
Jagger, where's stuff for? See if we can't get a sensor sweep on the target. In here for the win again. Hey, it's doing work. And the Phoenix Suck Lamb, let's go see if we can see the target. The answer to that question is no. But we'll find out soon. Next turn, we will reveal. And all your secret. Oh no, we revealed. It's a trebuchet.
I'm on the
Really?
clock. What do you
It's a
want?
bloody trebuchet. How unfortunate. Right there.
Let's
Long
make
range
some
shots from
bad
the plasma guns.
decisions
Let's see
at
what they do.
high speed.
So that's a boring mech. We don't
Let's
really want a
see if I'm
trebuchet.
sober enough to line this up.
This and hit. Lovely. 25. Couple of hunchies and one. Don't be crowbar her. Well, it may not be crowbars the prime out of it. It may be incoming heavy enemy fire. As you know, they often do. Oh, you're a GA. You're a really terrible trebuchet. I hate trebuchets. Well, no, that's not true. I really like the trebuchet that has twin SRM6s. I believe that's the 5S. This trebuchet, on the other hand, is not that trebuchet. This trebuchet is equipped with really dumb guns.
Kicking it.
They remove one of the, God, what's it called?
Firing.
LRMs, and exchange it for jump jets. It's just overall boring and bad, and it should feel bad. And I'm
My
going to make
SRMs
it feel
are
bad.
out.
Standing by.
And it's okay, I'll go see if we can't shove it over the line for losing even that 1 pip of evasion that it currently has.
Maximum
Because that would be
speed.
funny. Blue line with a cute new system into the midway. This is a missile magnet and should just blow up on my fire.
Targeting for
It's
an
a
alpha
boring
threat.
trebuchet, it really is. Aha, got the evasion. And now Greybeard gets to fly on top here. So we'll probably be picking up a hunchback off this mission. Because at the end of the day, this trebuchet is probably not living. Trebuchet is probably a better choice here because I could do like 2 large lasers, 2 BPCs, and a missile launcher or something like that.
Commander,
Although that would be a lot of weight to put into a trebuchet.
on it.
Like already we ask a lot of this hunchback.
Now let's see how you handle this.
Yeah, just gone. Mini Hammer just executing targets left, right, and center. Kintaro's much better? Oh yeah, for sure. Kintaro's a 55-ton mech. It's the best weight class in the game. Kintaros are amazing.
Roger.
Is the 55-ton weight class or the 75-ton weight class the best class in the game? Now that's a fight worth having. Ooh, I actually do not know the answer to that question.
Rolling.
Let's go get that.
Affirmative.
Get that supplies that we're robbing out of here. Everybody take some
Alright,
time to chill
let's
out your
get
mechs.
down to it.
Be great.
Confirmed.
And here we're just Laurendale says the 75-tonners. The 75-tonners do have the Marauder,
there.
which is a pretty big advantage when we're talking about what is the coolest, best mech in game. There's no denying that. Well, coolest, best weight class in game. But at the same time,
I'll just wait here.
The asset is in
yeah, there was no ambush. We got it.
Good work.
Think we should do that. There is no doubting of that for Greybeard. Well, everyone knows why I pick 75 tons. You pick an 80-ton mech. What are you talking about? The lambs are good for something. Hey, I have long been a proponent that lambs are an excellent mech that often are utilized in a role that is not suited for them. They're not direct fire, they are scouts, and they're really good at it. Okay, easy pickup, easy killings. Let's see if we can get a hunchback out of it. If we do, then kind of was worth it. I mean, large chem lasers, meh, who cares? Yep, we got a hunchback out of it for free. So another medium to add to the pyre. This is 3 hunchbacks we're up to now. This one is 3 ballistics and 2 energy and some support. Scout backstabber has to be supported, but it can do the job. But I like using it as a scout roll with that snub nose PPC, gives it just enough firepower to be able to roll on into a target and annihilate it. Although I would, like in tabletop, I would gladly swap out this snub nose PPC and one of my medium lasers for a clan ER PPC, because that's a 15 damage hit, and that's just outrageously powerful. They're amazing. Make another mini hammer. No, we gotta keep it weird and odd. So I don't think I'll build another mini hammer. I'll do something ballistic. I mean, we have 2 hunchbacks. Neither of them are ballistic based. So let's go to the mech bay and build the mech. Because why not, right? Hunchback, ready it up, ready that up.
That mech is ready
There
to
we
fight,
go.
Commander.
We'll have to rip out things like the machine guns and all that other crap out of it. It's like, oh, these terrible. No machine guns. Absolutely not. I refuse. No large chem lasers either. They're boring. No jury-rigged XLs. What are you, suicidal? They might be. I mean, it is a periphery mech. This will give us 21.5 tons to play with, which is not bad, except I would want more speed and a big ballistic like an AC-20. Maybe an area of effect AC-20, but at that point, would you be better with just, you know, sniper artillery? Do the ammo to run that sniper artillery? I do. I honestly do. Interesting. Do I have 1 more ton of sniper ammo? I mean, not the best design I've ever made, but it's also not the worst. Let's be honest with ourselves. Might be the way to go. In fact, what is the way to go is to trim a little bit from these arms. Drop the legs slightly more. That way I have 1 more ton for a 2nd ton of sniper ammo. No weight saving you have left? Nope. I have weight adding. I can add weight to the target now. But if I can get 1 more ton in order to cram in another ton of cannon ammo, that would work. You know, we only have the heavy armor plating, and that increases your armor tonnage. How many shots is this? 5 shots, yeah. So we'll need a 2nd ton of this, and we could do something like that. It's a 5-day build. I'm not going to bother with it right now, or an 8-day build. So I'll wait on that. We'll just sort of leave it where it is. But all in all, it's a hunchback. There's not much you can do to that hunchback at the moment. Not until we get more interesting ammunition. Again, the Gauss rifle is always a possibility, but I kind of want to save it for, you know, a big mech. Graybeard. Accuracy or heat efficiency? You're not doing badly on heat efficiency at the moment, so I'm going to go accuracy.
Training complete.
See if I can't make that shot actually work.
Commander.
Good to go.
Ogre has not leveled up. Just yet.
Orders. Orders.
Gordon still waiting
On the
on.
clock. What do you want?
Ready for
Fire
orders.
no,
I'm
PG
receiving.
no.
Standing by.
Talik is leveled up. Hey Talik, are we moving towards piloting as pilot or gunnery ballistic? Or not gunnery ballistic, but gunnery breaching shot? Let me know. I think we're moving towards piloting. Let's be honest.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I think I saw another ton of ammo in my inventory. I had a thumper ton. I had a ton of ammo for a thumper round, but I didn't think I saw one for a sniper artillery. Shooting's good. Good to hear. It's the best ability in game. Gotta check. Actually, what's the Jenner do? Finishing grade. +2 bonus against me hit. That's nice. Cool running. 6 bonus heat sinking. And the Phoenix Clam was, I believe, yeah, it had no special ability. It looks like. How dare you leave the Phoenix Hawks out in the cold. Ammo. Yes. Oh no, we do have 2 tons of sniper ammo. You're right. Oh, we could. Okay, we have the tonnage. Let's do it. We have it. We may as well use it. You're off, and you're off, and you're off, and you're off. The machine gun's off. This is such a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. XL. I am not putting in my Clan XL into this design. It's just not going to happen. Artillery, sniper artillery. It really should have a thumper, not a sniper. But hey, when in Rome, cram in as much heavy artillery as you possibly can. I have a ton. Do I have anything to say that weight? Even a smaller engine I'm almost tempted to go with. Really isn't. And I can't have the jury break decks all land this design, so. That down, that down, that down, and that down. So a little bit more lean. Quality work. Don't forget about the long range sensors and vision. I mean, I'm not gonna, put any real systems into it. It's more of a meme build than anything else. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm really not designing this mech to probably be fielded ever. Be honest with ourselves. It's not surprising the Hunchy is the first starter mech. Yeah, it's really kind of not. If I had another half ton, I'd throw in case. What we really need is a little bit of ferrofibrous, if we can find it.
When that's done.
So we'll build that into that direction. See what ends up happening with it. Ought to be fun. Take me to the command center, please. Biological sample could be a fun little recovery. Stealing as a form of flattery might be a mission for another time. Let's do biosample. Comstar. Ooh. Heatsinks? Doesn't need them. Those 2 heatsinks that it has are the minimum number of heatsinks that you can have, because you have to have 10 heatsinks, and a 250 rate of fusion core is minus 2 heatsinks. So there's 8 internal to the engine, and then you need 2 more to make up your minimums. So those get placed on the outside of the mech, or the outside of the engine. Alright, we're fighting Comstar, boys. Isn't that gotta be fun? Comstar has cool they do have cool dies, and we have 417 priority salvage coming their way. And the salvage number is low, which makes me think maybe 2 or 3 mechs. Could be 6. I kind of don't think so. I kind of hope it's not, because 6 mechs on top of us would be a problem. A bad problem that we would not want to have to deal with. But yeah, that is about as light as you can run it. I'd rather have a Thumper. Thumper would have been a better piece of equipment to have. But you never know. Maybe the sniper will prove to be fine. Alright, good night, Wade Lizard. Have a fun time at work. Or at least as good of a fun time as you can possibly have. Drop on top of Comstar. We're going to steal their biological sample because that's a great idea. Never a better idea ever had in the history of man. We got a lot of missions done today. To be fair, 2 of them were very short. But it's 2 more than normal. Managed to pick up that duel. And then turned that into another successful mission. And then the previous mission which got us Hunchback. I want a heavy. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to find one, because I didn't realize that the planet we're going to would not good. So we are going to have to travel sometime soon to a 3 skull or higher planet, because I was expecting more 2.5 to 3 skulls rather than
Command interface
2 skulls.
initiated.
Oh, hi. Are we on top of the enemy? Or is it a trip?
All right. Keep your eyes open and watch
It's
your
a
senses.
bit of a trip. Whew. By a bit, I mean we got travel time. That was the other thing, was keeping mission short. We dropped on top of the enemy like twice. It was great.
Alright, let's
People,
get down
let's get a move on.
Heading out.
God, I wish I could transform you into an aerospace fighter just to see what's going out there. Stealing bioweapons from the Tel company. Hey, it's brilliant, isn't it? Never a better plan has been made.
Rolling.
At least having a light lance allows us to get ahead of the game pretty quickly.
to it. Alright, let's get down to it.
Aye, aye.
Forcer and Hunchback falling behind already. The mini hammer is not fast. It's as fast as a full-on warhammer, with significantly fewer guns.
Coordinates received.
Heading out.
Contact with the enemy. Alright, get on the move, Gray. Your job to fly. Yeah. Nothing in sensor range just yet. That is mildly concerning.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Hatchback. Enforcer.
Affirmative.
The fire support will
Heading out.
go left or right, not to the center, so you have to find 1 lance at a time. There's more than 1 lance. Got a locust off to the left. Oh no. Single medium laser. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Mini hammer, hunt you with 3 PPCs. Yep. If I could, I would mount missiles onto this guy. I'd put an XL engine if I could really turn it into a full-on Warhammer with, just in Hunchback form. That'd be ridiculous to me. So we got 2 20-ton mechs. So this is not exactly what I'd call dangerous at the moment. Unless they start dropping, landmines around us. 2 objectives, 2 lances? That's not how it always works. the moment, it's not how it's currently working. I mean, it may change, but at the moment, not all
On the
that
clock.
scared.
What do you want?
Are you scared yet? The answer is no. Small laser can hit you
Let's make some
rather accurately.
bad
What do we got?
decisions at high speed.
What have we got? Alright, that's a level. No target over here just yet. Do you have a full on level though? 25% sure.
One attitude adjustment coming right
Yeah, we
up.
hit something. Structure exposed. I'll take it. 35 tons, 220s, 235s, and then you hope that you're something bigger. After I kill the little guys,
Waiting for orders.
after we kill the small targets, that's when life gets fun. Direct line of sight, maximum accuracy. Probably not gonna work, but he has an open CT. Good, good. We got enough hits on there.
Reporting
I mean,
critical.
if you're gonna shove 80 missiles down somebody's pipe, even a 9% chance is gonna hit something. Okay, we open up in the arm. Oh. Terrible. Terrible.
By.
Molto terrible. Push on
Aye,
forward. See if Kyogre can work some magic. Maybe. He's got a 37% on this missiles. Okay, crit on his LRM 5.
Inflicted some heavy
Still
damage.
kind of not dead, though. Kuritan.
Commander.
Can I get just a cheeky, perfect shotgun blast? That was Darius trying to get every kill. You forget he's always trying to get his pilot kill? Nah, I'm always good to my pilots. I work hard for them.
All weapons are go.
So many hits to that torso
That
that's
is something
open.
good.
None of them killed him. I am
Commander.
rather disappointed. I was expecting something a lot more
move.
effective. PPCs,
I
11%. Well, why didn't we just do that in the first
Mech
place?
destroyed.
Oh, goodness. God, Pyro, what are we feeding you? You gotta share some of that with the rest of the class. I was gonna cooks everyone. Cooking is good for you. Everybody should learn how to cook. And like Acme is always good for your while, Henry. Acme makes quality products. Just because the man does not read the instruction manual does not mean Acme did anything wrong. Okay, so we're looking at 2 Locusts, probably 2 Firestarters, 2 Panthers.
Clock.
Kind
What
of
do you
leaning
want?
towards the 2 Panthers, but we'll find out. What do we got?
Let's make
Show
some
me the
bad
full
decisions
breadth and
at
width of the
high
force.
speed.
Owens, 1C, Firestarter, and a Locust. Okay. By far, this Owens is the best pickup. But it's also going to be rather hard to hit. Even at close range. Yeah, he's got a large laser. That's a good Owens. And you're just deadly because you're a Firestarter in general, and Firestarters do not like playing nicely with the other kids. Builds character. Exactly. Getting shotted by heavy weapons fire builds character. I buffed that up to a 46. Is it worth the 15%? Nah, not at this level yet. You are going to shoot him, just not going to bother
Let's see if I'm sober enough to
taking the
line this
increased
up.
accuracy. Ah, that didn't work. But now that we know that we're fighting, and then we've got this guy over here, who's the last part of the lance. Okay, they're
Commander?
really dropping down. I'm not sure I would do that if I were you. I'm just saying that you may want to reconsider. Let's figure out what our last little friend over here was. Oh, you're a Locust. So 3 Locusts, an Owens, and a Firestarter. Sounds like the start of a bad joke. Yeah, we're gonna want him off the field. Yeah, if we can hit him. There isn't character building in this game. There is. I mean, pilots now have affinity, so technically. Good, you're running away. I can deal with that.
Ready to get it
Dagger,
on.
continue to run. I mean, closer to the enemy. So that you can hit them with your sword that you don't have yet. Don't worry, we're working on it. We are working on getting you a sword.
Standing by.
Delete forward. Forward!
Quick
See if we can't get a little bit of light fire on him. What do you got? 20%. Shove it. Shovel it on! But I do kind of want that Owens. I mean, not for any like special cause. I mean, it's a little bit for its collector's status.
Standing by.
And because there is one person in the company who always gets excited whenever they see the Owens. So, I mean, they deserve a little bit of love, right? These guns around. And sure. Send that sucker as a slug.
Locking all weapons systems.
Oh, nice. Hit him with the large laser. Always a good hit. Some swarm MRMs would be crazy for that dervish. Yeah, they would be. They would also probably really mess with the audio. Okay, Mini Hammer's gonna take a peek. Over at a Locust.
Let's see how you like this.
Not looking good. Missed both times. Unfortunate. It could be better. What do we got? That Locust did not move very fast at all, and has just decided to announce himself as the new guy who's about to dead. Owens hasn't been around since MechWarrior 3. Yes, I remember using it. It's a lot of fun in MechWarrior 3. It's very fast. Increase that speed to maximum. Of course, we're close enough for him to now be using his weapons in support mode, which
Now who's
sucks.
dumb for having
And
all
then, of
the
course, there's
armor?
the fire, which I now have to run over and be on fire. Other Locust zipping along. Single medium laser. Probably not your best strategy. We will take it anyway. I think the Mini Hammer's going to take out that Locust up there. We'll all have a good time. The Mini Hammer moves second. Because first person, of course, is going to be Kid the Fox. I believe the Phoenix Hawk is doing all the spotting. Oh, a large laser from on far. Is that our Owens friend? I don't think so. I think the Owens is right there.
Mech warriors, show 'em what you
But
got.
good, we're inspired for maximum accuracy. Neutron,
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
what you're going to do is you're going to cycle right around the back of this guy. At least you would if you had more speed and lower drag.
Let's make some bad
Mech's on fire.
decisions
This is
at
unfortunate.
high speed.
Taking Owens over a Strider? I think most pilots would. I mean, both of them are fairly suicidal to drive, but hey, if you're feeling that way, you may as well have some fun with it, no? Just a single plasma. Oh, nailed it perfectly. That's what we're looking for. Accuracy. Please don't move. Haha, you reserved. You're gonna die. Owens shifting around. And going for the ping. Interesting. He did manage to hit 3 targets, but I don't think that was a good use of your ping. Hey, why do you get to move as well? Cheating? I call cheating. Oh no, I assume they must be underneath them. Ah, they waited to 7. They wanted to know what my little guy was gonna do. Hi! I think you walked into the wrong neighborhood, son. I mean, you can shoot the Phoenix Hawk in the back all you want. You're standing next to K-Ogre, and that's gonna end very poorly for you. Before that, however... Oh, you dick! He knew. He knew. That is not cool. When the enemy knows what they're doing... Walk off over here. I'm gonna play games with him. Ah, we've located the other level. Put over PVC, lob it over his direction. Miss. We were expecting it. We were expecting it. We are still a little bit disappointed though. Ah, I'm seeing tanks. Interesting. I assume you're an ace pilot, because you wouldn't just fire that medium laser and stand still now, would you? Or maybe you... Okay.
Good to go.
Not gonna complain. No complaints here. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
It's beat down time. Because you're gonna get behind him and then you're gonna fire lots of heavy weapons at him. Charge. But the charge damage is so bad. Kick him in the legs! The shins? Yes, let's go for the shins. Boot! Okay, that's open him up. Now blow him apart with the missiles. Is that gonna give me what I want?
Reporting critical hit.
He is not. He doesn't study that. Yeah, more targets starting to get involved. Gotta get the Phoenix Hawk on the move. It's getting shot at. So let's bounce back. And slightly over to the side. Just to make sure I'm as accurate as I can be. And in cover. Hi, friend. Oh, was that your leg? You ain't getting anywhere anymore. And you thought they knew what they were doing? Well, sometimes. Yeah, stupid AI cheese. Those are constant. So as the fire starter's down, rather significantly damaged, missing a leg. He's having a bad day all around, and we're gonna hopefully make that an even worse one.
Yeah?
Urando, you have a more important target, I'm afraid. So your target didn't move,
Coordinates received.
and he's currently incredibly vulnerable.
This should be good.
Missing every single part of that. Glad to do it.
That's
Now we
okay.
just need to keep you from getting killed. I think we can, you know, annihilate this guy on the ground, but hey, it's another fire starter, because that's what everybody needs in life. More fire starters. I was expecting like cool Comstar gear. All I'm getting is boring stuff.
Waiting for
Alright,
orders.
Talik, kill him. Or at
Rolling.
least try. I mean, you're about to, you know, shovel missiles down his throat. So you don't exactly do killing all that well. One of them. Target the leg. Go
Take the
nuts.
shot.
Yep. Ain't much left to that.
That's a kill.
So that's a way to start. So much already spam in your fight? Yeah, the already spam at higher levels gets annoying. Like, I understand, like, RD's good, but it's too good. Wheeled APC has... that's not in this room, too. Oh, wow, we're getting ambushed by the lights here. Charge at a light brigade for sure. I mean, we'll probably beat the ever-living crap out of them at the end of the day, but there is always that small little part of you that is just annoyed that there's so many lights. Much like so much artillery. A little bit of light hits. Hunchback is fine.
Barely hit, Commander.
I know, he's plinking you for 2 damage as if he's got a tabletop gun. This Owens I could light on fire if I get to move before it, which I do, but it's still gonna be a little bit tight. Neutron,
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I want you to light an Owens on more fire. Think you can oblige? The answer to that question, for anybody wondering at home, is no. No, he can't. A little bit of a kinda sucks moment. I'd like to move very fast without, you know, walking through fire if at all possible.
Let's make some bad decisions.
We're not going for the objective, we're just coming around to the corner to see if I can't get a nice, easy plinking shot. Why is one of your plasma rifles worse than the other one? I do not understand. Fire away.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line
Hey,
this up.
there goes a significant portion of his right firearm.
Well, who needed salvage anyway?
Lit on fire. Not unsteady yet, though. May have been a better idea to go for the sensor lock, but I was kind of hoping for cool things to happen. Next turn, I get to come around behind him and just light him up. Firestar hitting my Enforcer. Kind of to be expected. The Enforcer did not move very fast.
Damage minimal.
But we are going to start moving. Rather. So, Raybeard. First things first. Time to re-engage. No, that's not what I asked you to do. I asked you to fly. Yes, fly. Getting some high ground bonus on this one. It's just a lot of locusts. It's like, what the hell, man? You could get torched out pretty bad. No. You're damaged, but the accuracy is low. Because you're slow. And that was a mistake. Unless, of course, you know, we missed the most important gun. But hey, that's fine. This is a scorch mark. I could paint over that. See, you say that, and then it's scorch mark number 586. And suddenly, painting over that becomes much more problematic of a project to undertake. Alright, let's stop you, because I'm done with you existing. Get up, keep the temperature low. Because if I know this forest, it's gonna be a raging wasteland. Engine destroyed.
Mech destroyed.
5 salvageable
My
parts, folks.
SRMs are out.
Theoretically, we can get our hands on an Owens in this mission. I mean, I keep selling Owens' parts, so... And the odds of us, you know, getting one through all of these little tiny locusts is not exactly high. But the potential exists. Do I have a decent shot on the locust I'm taking it? I do not have a decent shot on that locust. I have a decent shot on the Firestarter, though. Mainly by virtue of the melee SRMs, which are totally broken. Seem to be pretty good so far at killing mechs without destroying it. I know, it's so beautiful.
Orders? orders?
It's the best way of having annihilated, important heavy targets. Gonna rush right on in here.
Acknowledged.
That's what this hunchback was not designed to do. But did I ask you what this hunchback was designed to do? Answer that question could alarm you. Go for the extra accuracy. Target ascending torso.
Acknowledged.
Oh, opened him up. CT open. And -1 initiative. I don't think that, works
Receiving.
to my advantage at the moment. But it could. Enforcer striding along. All badass like. I love it. Buster.
Roger that.
Shotgun. Ooh, wow. Missed a lot of those clusters. So no help on that one. It's like second up to get a promotion. I only have to change nameplates every 50th time to get into the surface.
Minimal
It's
damage on that hit.
fine. I would like to, walk up and start punching people. That's why I brought the other hunchback into the fight. So if they target him, he's in a lot of trouble. Why we have and PPC Hunchy? That a purchase build or something you just threw together? We put it together last week. It's proven to be rather hilariously effective. And you're getting plus 30 feet for standing in fire. Ooh, large laser. Could be a goblin. I think a galleon. There's a version of the galleon that has a large laser, but I don't remember quite properly on that one. What you got? Oh, you're a jerk. That's what you are. That's really sorry. Did I make an observation? So that was rather dickish of him. We're gonna want to kill him.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Speaking of killing things, though, Mr. Firestarter, how would you like to get shot at? From direct fire.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
See if I can't cause enough pain onto you that you give up.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Oh yes. Plus 25 heat. That's not as good as it could have been, but that's about as good as I probably could have hoped of. Firestar's gonna move. He's not gonna stand still with an open CT. And he's on fire. Bad days just happening all around him.
Standing by.
Talik has a side angle on what? On a wheeled APC? That's not terrible, because he's got fewer locations to get blown up. That could work out for him. I can get some nice high ground
Copy
up there.
that, Commander.
That's where a dervish craves to be. Way up high in the roly-poly sky. A little bit of heat problems, but you know what? I think I'm going to go and see if I can't kill out a locust. So suffer with the heat for a little bit. Oh, just barely didn't take it.
Bet that hurt.
Almost had the locust annihilated. And where is Urando?
Orders.
Urando, you have a shotgun. It was built explicitly for moments like this, where your target was easy to hit and totally exposed. Hi. I don't want any piece of you. I just want you to die, please. There we go.
Hostile eliminated.
Pruned that one quite nicely. A little bit of heat on the enforcer, but we can
Waiting
handle
for
that.
orders.
Hi. Wheeled APC or Rotund? The wheeled APC, because it's a better chance of killing things. I don't want to charge because I don't want to take self-damage. But hey, you can take double damage from melee still, hopefully.
Ordnance received.
Punch! And it's gone. Through the fires of hell. Clicking for more
Reporting.
character building.
Enemy vehicle
That's
eliminated.
fine. Do you have a shotgun? You do. It's great. One of the better LBX autocannons. Because it allows you to save a ton
What's
off
up,
using
boss?
it in general. You can just run. Crazy person.
Copy that.
Getting through the flames, getting a little bit singed. Why we built you to be hilarious. Gotta shut off a lot of medium lasers to make this one chill. Hoping to get a couple of medium laser hits because the Rotunda is not exactly tough, but it is annoying. Slipping right back here. I'm not gonna stomp on him. That'd be ridiculous. Shot on the locust. It's a terrible shot, but it exists. You may 500 it. Nothing. Zilcho, 0. Can I get a cluster LB-20? I thought you wanted a sniper build. Now you're asking me for a close quarters shotgun? I mean, sure, I'll give it to you if you want it. I think only the right leg and the head was all that was left from the Locust. Perfect. Are you gonna punch me? He tried. It didn't work, but he tried. And now he's unsteady. Does he keep his evasion? He does not. Oh no, there's another one. Wait, do Rotundas have large lasers? Since when? Wow. I am so out of touch with Rotundas. Do you want a sniper build? Just a sniper build with an AC-20 as a backup weapon? Of course you're getting blasted at, but doing just fine. This fire is going to get worse before it gets better. I'm going to be using a shotgun. I'd love a couple of matches with LB-20. I will keep that in mind.
What do you want?
What I want is for you to sort of slip around here and try and kill these vehicles. Sadly, what I want is not what the game is going to let me do.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Good night. There we go. Oh, just absolutely beautifully destroyed.
I'm legally obligated to inform you I'm paid per kill.
The butchery is too much for the enemy to handle. Just so I can see the massive shit's going to suck. Fire starter setting up. And doing nothing. Also not moving very quickly. Oh, a Chevalier. Or Chevalier. Chevalier. You got... Ooh, that's actually pretty nasty. That's a nasty amount of nasty right there. Let's go handle it by not jumping on it. See, if I did do a death from above, what am I looking at here? Doesn't actually say. That is a bit of a problem though, that the melee is difficult to read. You're setting up for a death from above. I don't know how fast it's gonna make me go. Well, anyway. I'll get behind the fire starter. That'll be more effective, I think. Also, it'll scare the crap out of the enemy. And who doesn't want to do that? Uh-oh, Jad, you're with the tag. Odd by no damage is being shown. It's because of the new melee system. It is shown in a different location. Hiya, buddy! Unfortunately, I didn't hit you with the PPC, which would have made that hiya, buddy, way more impressive.
Waiting for
Talik!
orders.
Talik shall stand atop the mountain, which is foolish because there's so many ER large lasers on the field at the moment. So, Talik's gonna have to get off his mountaintop, maybe. Ooh. Ooh, how much of a... 10? But no. 0. Precision strike. Let's remove the most dangerous person from the field now. Fire!
Copy that, Commander.
Come on, get something good, get something good! Nothing good was taken.
Critical hit, Commander.
I mean, yeah, he's panicking and unsteady and all that cool stuff, but
Ready for orders.
to be honest with yourselves, that did not work out well. And you can give him the boot, right? Yeah, the boot will definitely kill him.
Targeting for
Hello.
physical attack.
It's been a little while since we've been stomping on vehicles all over the place. We're cleaning them up. Gotta take care of the Chevalier, or Chevalier. I don't quite remember how to pronounce that
Enemy
like,
vehicle
literally
eliminated.
properly. It's Chevalier as far as normal pronunciation for like American English, but
Waiting for orders.
I mean I call Giant Gigante for a reason, because it's way more fun to say things like that. I have a shotgun.
full
I
speed.
probably shouldn't waste the shotgun on you, because that'll probably take away my ability to get an Owens. And I'd like to get an Owens. And my explosion chance, just too high. Go cluster shells.
I copy.
A solid hit. Jumped it destroyed. Knock off?
Reporting critical hit.
Nah, it's a knockdown. When I bounce, my glasses slipped. Well, you do become less accurate for various reasons, this is true. Pyro. Pyro's hunchback currently in the middle of his own little inferno, which may prove to be a little bit more difficult to deal with than we had anticipated. Your Pyro, if you just stood still, yeah, you'd get shot by your large lasers and the like. We prefer that you did not. You don't want to move there because you're just going to get lit on more fire. And the only thing worse than fire is, you guessed it, folks, more fire. Let's see what we got there. I assume we're going to cook too much to be able to fire our PPCs. I mean, I theoretically could, but now we're starting to get into some serious dangerous territory here. I do need to blow up every little bit of you. What's my shutdown chance here? Ooh, that's lots of heat. So let's not do that. Left leg, okay, I'll take it. I want to knock off his torsos. His Chevalier. That was not intended. I wanted to break everything down to get that Owens, but we're probably not going to get that Owens now. There's just too much junk. Air medium lasers and the tag hitting the Phoenix Hawk. Life is about to get bad. Must we? Yeah, I never learned French. I only fake it
What do you want?
by listening to Canadians. Aha! Any French person would get so angry with me for saying that. But it's true. We're gonna cook this mech. Not much cooking got done, but it's still gonna cook. And there he goes. No need to worry about him.
Who brings
That's
a
it, Bob?
tank to a mech fight? All right, Capellans.
Alright, who's left? We got our J. Edgar, we've got our Rotunda.
Commander?
Rotunda is such a ridiculous vehicle. Sorry, but it is. You need to chill out.
Got something you want done?
J. Edgar's just gonna sort of rush in and cause pain, havoc, and that's kind of what he
Shooting,
does.
Just running.
It was designed with that in mind. Hi. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, medium laser spam? Right on the bumper, please.
Firing full complement on the end.
Yeah, it didn't quite give me what I wanted. I wanted that bumper gone. I targeted the back, it hit the right, because that's exactly how that's supposed to work, right? Yeah, can you get to the other side? You can. That's technically the wrong side. Put it right there, see if we can't focus everything we got. Run the medium laser. The accuracy is bad. Oh, I hit the structure's post location, I just didn't do enough damage. No problem. As far as reminds me of Dexter's Lab. I'm glad I wasn't forced to take 2 years of foreign language in school. I was.
Waiting for orders.
Actually, I had to take more than 2 years. I had to take like 6 years of foreign language between middle and high school. Because 4 years in high school, 2 years in middle school, it was just not fun. I took Spanish because they didn't offer German anymore. They stopped offering German like a year before I moved into the program, which was great. Yeah, you're not gonna hit the right target anyway.
I copy.
And then I went to university and I started learning Japanese. And the rest, as they say, is history. Wow. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to shoot at, but it definitely appeared as if he was a bit cross-eyed there. Flint! Maybe down to shotguns only.
Fast.
I had to take Spanish in elementary. We didn't learn language in elementary, although
Locked on.
I learned French in a summer program for like a year or two.
Secondary asset has been secured.
And that was amusing. I learned how to start counting in
The
French.
secondary asset is under fire, Commander.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where it all kind of breaks down for me. So I get up to 5. Neutron.
I'm on the
Come
clock.
in, save the
What do you
day.
want?
Here we come to save the day.
Let's make some bad decisions at high
And
speed.
twin plasma ought to be able to handle all of what he's packing. You know, if we hit, which, you know, not really guaranteed here.
Oh, now that's a sweet sight
There
picture.
we go. Okay, knocked out the last one. So now we got to deal with Jad over
tank to
here.
a mech fight? All right, Capellans.
Raybeard, would you do the honors, please? Sure, we'll do a charge. Took German in the 3rd grade? Cool. If I could learn a language, it would be Japanese, so I can watch animated and dubs.
Commander.
Yes. That was the reason of a decent number of kids in my, in the first couple of years. Really, by the end of 102, those kids are all gone. I mean, some of them are still there, but the really bad weebs, they're gone. Then it's just people who actually like pay attention. Not saying that you're a really bad weeb.
Roger that.
Drill, baby, drill! Alright, good. We took care of that. Now we just gotta pick up the primary target and we'll be right on out of here.
Standing by.
Malik, why don't you go see if you can't race to pick up the final target location?
Roger, skipper.
Does redneck count as a foreign language? It really depends on what part of the country you're in.
Ready for
If you're in
orders.
Alabama, absolutely not. If you're in New York City, then maybe. The
Standing
rest
by.
of New York, then no. So many people forget that
Got
New
it.
York City is such a tiny part of New York. I mean, big population-wise, but rather small. Here it is.
Yes,
Tell you
Commander.
what,
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Brando, you can go pick up the primary biological container. It's perfectly safe. You don't have to worry about a thing.
All right, but I need
So I'm
you to
told.
go.
We have the asset, Commander.
Alrighty, we are done with that. Well, of course, there's only two languages that I know. That's English and bad English. Actually, no, that's not true. I know English, I know Japanese, I know very little French, as in I can only count from 1 to 5, and pan. Pan is bread. Or no, that's Portuguese. Yeah, whatever. I'm trying to remember what that's from. I only know two languages, English and bad English. 30% contract increase on almost nothing is almost nothing. We're gonna give it a chance to see if we can't get the Owens, just because I know that people like the Owens. And also, yeah, it's weird. And there's nothing else interesting here. I mean, there's a Beagle and a Bloodhound probe, which is actually pretty nice, but no, we're gonna go all in on picking up an Owens. We need to have luck on our side, because we will need to get that 5th part through random chance, because I sold all of our Owens parts, because I didn't think we'd ever see one again. And we, 1, 2, 3, nope, did not get it. So, our employer scarfed up that Owens part to get a Beagle probe and a Core 190. Terrible. What am I using as a sheriff? I don't know. Have you ever heard a programmer talk? It's pretty verbal at that point. So, obviously a little less than ideal. We didn't run into nearly as many heavy mechs as I was waiting. 3 assaults today, but no heavies. To be fair, all 3 of those assaults were absolute garbage. Still language you specify verbal. Someday I will meet someone who speaks Klingon fluently. Then I have a good time with that. Text to speech. Just go into the game files and have a text to speech read all of your code. See what happens. Alright, not bad. Rest of the missions on the planet, not all that interesting. I want battles. Battles are fun. We did take no damage off of that, which I kind of expected. I mean, we're a little bit past their level. What is this assassin built with? It's got Pharaoh right now. A snub is PPC, right. I should remove the blind checks, normal PPCs, and put them on snubs. That'd be pretty funny, actually. Or if, I could get a second snubless PPC crammed into this thing. I can't do it, unfortunately. There's just no tonnage there for it. All the structure and everything, that's all built into it. So it's got literally 3 tons extra. Well, 4.5. But that's not enough for another snubless PPC. 2 melee snubs, it could do it, because they're even lighter than the normal snub, but what it's got, it ain't getting in more. It's a very nicely put together mech, though. Maybe plasma rifles might be better on this thing, but again, doesn't have the open tonnage for it, because you need 14 tons to run plasma rifles, and it does not have it. Had a friend that spoke Klingon? Oh, cool. I never actually met someone who could do it. Klingon is very cool. You have one? Oh, jealous now. I don't want to put this thing away because it's too cute, but it does have my only ton of Inferno ammo. Man, I could turn the Huron Warrior into something. Nah, stuff for it. Need more Inferno SR ammo. Let's go check the store for that. I want Inferno SR. His name is Worf. Yes. Commandos are not 5 million Seabills. I'm sorry, they're just not. Can we all get over that? Rocket launchers, piercing SRMs, which are hilarious. Reloading rocket launchers, yes, but do you have... No, you don't. I was hoping for Infernos. I'm trying to remember, like, what planet types will have Inferno SRMs. Oh, an ER small laser. So incendiary MG. Does 1 damage and 1 heat. Once it shells, heat damage incredible, adds up over time, can cause a huge issue for the target. Which is cute and all, but how many times does it shoot? Oh well. Probably not gonna get it. So we're at 1.2 million zeebles. Let's go check our storage right now. I will keep the Owens parts since we're so close to having it. I'm not having a locust though in this company. Will not happen, and I'm done with fire starters. We've already had one too. It's not 5 million zeebles, it's 5.7 or 6 million zeebles. Let's go check. So, commandos are 5 million when they have Endo and Pharaohs. Except that doesn't have that. Because we all saw. At least I think we all saw. Did we all see? What kind of commando are you? Commando 5S. Okay, never mind. You're absolutely right. It's a 5S commando. It's much more expensive than what I thought it was. I mean, it's still garbage. But at least it has really cool gear on board. I actually want to know how much is a Commando 5S be. That one in the chat. For people wondering, because I do want to actually check that out. Gotta wait for it to boot up. There it is. I go to campaign options. I go to tech limits. I turn off limit units and parts by year. Marketplace. Purchase units. Wait for it to load that, because again I'm doing kind of too many processes at once. 25T, of course. Commando. The Commando 5S is 2,220,000 C-bills. I mean, I'll show you guys so you can see that. Visible to you. So, as we can see, class, the Commando is grossly overpriced at what we're currently looking at right now. So, I insist that the price come down. Also, it's garbage because it has a streak 2. Why would you do that? You have a streak 2 SRM on this thing. It's absolute garbage. I do not like it. Just stole a Marauder too? Oh, dude. Now I'm jealous. A little bit of Mega Man. 30 jump jets? Where? Oh, this, you can ignore that. So your jump jet distance is going to correlate to your tabletop move speed. So the Commando has no jump jets on it anyway, but it would have up to 5, I believe. How fast is this thing? No, it's a 6.9, I think. So it would have 6 jump jets if you wanted it. Yeah, dude, throw heavy armor onto it. Turn that sucker into a tank. I mean, it's probably not the best use of Marauder 2 just from a, aerodynamic aspect, but hey, that's what 5% discount. I know, it's crazy. Overpricing me on commandos. What will they do next? We should really start considering what faction we may want to join, because that is something we should actually probably start working towards. Because we've been hanging out in Lyran space for a while, and you can't ally with the clans, which was kind of the original intention. So, we may have to make a trip. Could join the Draconis Combine. Does anybody want to be a samurai? 30 is the theoretical maximum? I don't think any unit can move at a speed of 30. We are our own faction. Well, so far, that is absolutely true. Although there are faction shops where you can get deals and, random weapons and stuff like that. It's not as good as the old faction shops, I assume. If you are friends with the pirates, they have special missions. We are not friends with the pilots at all. The Dracs don't like us? Yeah, the Dracs don't like anybody, but we can fix that. Hey, look at that. Total company casualties is 0. Let's go check. Reputation. It's very important. Let's see. Yeah, the Dracs dislike us. Comstar is indifferent to us, but the Dracs dislike us. We're actually about to hit dislike with Comstar, which may be somewhat not good for our health. Lyran Commonwealth almost has us at ally faction. We're a Legio faction. Rim Collective could always be fun. They don't like us a lot. Could head down way south to the Regan Coalition if we were feeling like truly masochistic and trying to find them. But it's not the worst thing in the world. There are harder things we could try to do. Yeah, working with ourselves just means we don't get access to faction shops and the like, which is a little bit sad. I mean, you know, you want access to those sorts of faction shops. It's a lot of fun and very cool to do. Oh, we need to check our barracks. I don't want to leave our pilots sort of hanging, especially now that they're leveled up. I'm kind of thinking of Yoga. Yay, Guts is up. Yeah, I'll do that just to keep me
Mech
sort of
warrior
straightforward going so we know sort of where the plot is.
Waiting for
Auto, heal up quickly. I mean, you got another 27 days. Stop lying down on the job.
Awaiting orders.
order.
To be fair, he almost died, and it was... Okay, I'm not going to say it was hilarious, but he got shot at by a Mackie a lot.
Standing by.
It
Ready
was
for
amusing.
orders.
I'm on the clock.
Commander.
What do you want?
Pyro is good, Peach is good. Urundo has leveled up. Indoor fire bonus is terrible. Health bonus is terrible. Maximum sprint
Training
is
confirmed,
maximum.
Commander.
Especially in a mech that's as not nimble as our current enforcer. Clans don't hire mercs in BTA? Yeah, but the whole idea is you're not necessarily a merc if you try and join somebody. Discover said. To be fair, Abel hadn't gotten all that far. So... it kind of annoys me this hiring hall has nobody I can recruit. Because Rook is a named character, he's a Kickstarter backer, so I can't change his name. So, bit unfortunate. So I can't fix that. I think we're mostly good. Is there any modifications I want to make to this? No, there is a modification I want to make to this enforcer. The problem is I don't have the tonnage to do it. I do have an extra XL engine now. Good. I mean, pop in the Clan XL. That gives me 3 extra tons. Pull out the LB10. Pull out the ammo for it. That gives me 16 of 17 tons that I need. So, weapon, Gauss rifle, ammunition for said Gauss rifle. Put it in the head and the center torso. And then we strip a little bit of armor, because that's what you've got to do when you want to play with the really fun guns. Is just pull down your armor a little bit. Nothing too serious. But at the end of the day, you get a Gauss rifle. And isn't that worth just a little bit of lost armor? It's just a normal ER large size. I mean, theoretically we could do it. That would drastically improve the Enforcer. Obviously it gives you, you know, a Gauss rifle in your arm, which is pretty nice. To join a faction you have to take missions for them. Yeah. So, it's not ideal. Obviously we would want a mech that had an endosteel structure. This is reminding me of Ghillie though. What did Ghillie have for its other weapons? I'm not fully committed to this just yet. You may not want to be dancing for joy yet. Dinner time? Alright, thanks XR Snow for hanging out with us. Get 45. I can buff up the legs. Or the arm. No, the legs. Does anyone remember what Ghillie had? I know Ghillie had a Gauss rifle in one arm. I don't know if Ghillie was just a Gauss rifle ER large, because I don't think it was. It also, you know, had stealth armor and other really cool things. Oh, this is really fast for an Enforcer, though, all things considered. I mean, it's moving at a pretty decent clip. If I drop this engine down to its normal level, we would have no trouble holding this Gauss rifle with an XL. It does free up my LB10. The range goes up. Do I have my clan ER large laser anymore? Give you a general overall heavy weapons increase? No, just the medium pulse. I will definitely keep that in reserve though, because we know the Enforcer will fit it. And it would be a major step up. In tabletop, that would be going from 10 damage to 15 damage. With the Gauss, you wouldn't need to move that often. Nah, you'd still need to be moving. The Enforcer not having jump jets makes it pretty, I don't want to say slow, but it has trouble maneuvering around certain terrain types, which is a problem that our Phoenix Hawk doesn't have at the moment. Kind of funny that we ripped out the Huron Warrior's gun, but the Huron Warrior desperately needs to retexture. Oh, the poor little Huron Warrior. Yeah, needs a retexture. Something bad. YouTube cut. So, we are going to be bringing this episode to a close. So we'll do the YouTube cut, but then we'll make sure that we, because there's something special we want to talk about after the show. So to my YouTube fans, thank you very much for watching. I have been Terran. If you like Zini, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every single time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode.